Have you ever wondered why some people keep growing while others stay stuck, even when they work hard? The secret isn't luck, money, or opportunity. It's one thing that most people forget: investing in yourself. This is the story of Jake Peterson, a man who chased quick money, lost everything, and then discovered the true secret of wealth that no one ever told him. A story that will remind you that success is not about what you have, but who you become. Jake Peterson lived in a small apartment in Dallas. He was 29, single, and working as an accountant in a medium-sized firm. His life looked normal from the outside, but inside, he was constantly comparing himself to others. Every day, he scrolled through social media, watching people travel to Bali, buy sports cars, or show off luxury watches. His friends posted about promotions and new houses, while Jake was still stuck in the same job, in the same cubicle, with the same monthly paycheck that disappeared faster than it came. He often told himself, "I just need one big break, one right move, and I'll be rich too." He started following get-rich-quick videos and influencers who promised millions in months. They spoke fast, smiled big, and made it sound easy. Jake got hooked. He took loans, joined online wealth programs, and even paid for crypto courses that promised overnight success. Every new idea filled him with excitement, and every failure left him with more debt. In 6 months, he lost over $15,000 money he didn't have. His credit cards maxed out, and his rent was overdue. One night, as he sat staring at the bills scattered on his desk, he whispered to himself, "How did I end up here? I worked so hard, but I have nothing to show for it." He didn't know it yet, but this was the turning point of his life. It was a cold, rainy evening. Jake sat by the window, watching cars splash through puddles. The city lights blurred through the glass. His laptop was open, but he couldn't look at it anymore. Every investment chart reminded him of failure. He felt tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep can fix, but the kind that eats your confidence slowly. He had stopped talking to friends. Every time they asked, "How's work?" or "What's new?" he forced a smile and said, "Busy." But deep inside, he felt lost. He thought about quitting his job and starting fresh, but he didn't know what else he could do. He felt like life was passing him by fast. That night, before sleeping, he wrote in his notebook, "I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but something needs to change." The next morning, Jake went to buy coffee before work. While waiting in line, he overheard 2 people talking behind him. One said, "Did you hear about that seminar tonight?" The guy said the best investment is not in stocks or crypto, it's in yourself. The other laughed. "Invest in yourself? What does that even mean?" Jake didn't laugh. Those words stayed in his mind all day. Invest in yourself. He decided to attend the seminar that evening. After work, he almost skipped it. He was tired, hungry, and still had unpaid bills at home. But something in his heart told him to go. The seminar was held in a small community hall. Only about 25 people showed up. The speaker was an old man named Mr. Grayson, dressed in simple clothes and a warm smile. He began by saying, "If you lost everything you own today, your job, money, and house, could you rebuild it? If not, you haven't built real wealth yet." The hall went silent. Mr. Grayson continued, "Real wealth is not what you keep in your pocket. It's what you keep in your mind and heart. Skills, habits, mindset, those are the investments that grow forever." Jake felt like the man was speaking directly to him. When the talk ended, people left quietly. But Jake stayed seated, thinking about every word. For the first time, he realized he had been chasing money, not growth. He had been looking for shortcuts instead of building strength. That night, Jake went home and opened his laptop. But this time, he didn't search for how to make money fast. He searched how to learn new skills. Jake started small. Every day after work, he spent 1 hour learning something new. He watched free videos about budgeting, marketing, and communication. He began reading simple books on mindset and discipline. He stopped wasting time on negative things. He made a list of small goals. Wake up early, exercise 30 minutes, read 10 pages daily, save at least 10% of his income. Learn one new skill every month. It wasn't easy, Some nights he wanted to give up, but slowly, something inside him started changing. He felt more confident, more focused, more alive. 3 months later, Jake saw a post online. A small company was looking for someone to help run online ads. He had just learned digital marketing from free YouTube videos. He applied and got rejected. For a moment, he felt that old pain of failure again. But this time, he didn't quit. He messaged them back and said he would work 1 week for free to prove himself. The company agreed. Jake worked day and night that week. He tested, failed, fixed, and learned. At the end of the week, the company's sales increased by 40%. They were shocked. They offered him a paid job immediately. For the first time, Jake earned money from something he had learned, not from luck, but from skill. From that day, Jake became unstoppable. He kept learning new things: how to manage clients, how to lead people, how to build systems. He watched courses, joined online communities, and practiced daily. Within a year, he started freelancing full-time. By year 2, he opened his own marketing agency from his apartment. By year 5, he had 10 employees, hundreds of clients, and financial freedom. But something was different now. He didn't buy luxury watches or fancy cars. He invested in books, workshops, and personal growth. He used to chase money. Now, money came chasing him. He finally understood. You don't grow rich by getting things. You grow rich by becoming someone worth more. One afternoon, Jake visited the same coffee shop where he had overheard the words that changed his life. The shop was now a bookstore. On the wall near the counter, there was a small wooden sign. Dedicated to all who choose to invest in themselves, Mr. Grayson. Jake froze. It was the same name. He asked the shopkeeper, "Who was Mr. Grayson?" The shopkeeper said, "He was a teacher who used to help people here. He passed away last year, but his message still inspires many." Jake smiled softly. "It sure does," he whispered. He left the shop with tears in his eyes, tears of gratitude. Jake now gave small workshops for young people in his community. He told them how he had lost everything chasing fast money and how learning and discipline rebuilt his life. He said, "The world tells you to chase success. But if you become the kind of person who creates success, it will always find you." He helped others start small businesses, learn new skills, and build confidence. One day, a young man asked, "Jake, what's the best investment you've ever made?" Jake smiled and said, "The one I made in myself." That line became his life's motto. Years later, Jake's company grew worldwide. But his purpose never changed to remind people that wealth is not what you own, it's what you grow inside. He built a free learning platform in memory of Mr. Grayson, teaching skills, habits, and self-growth. At the top of the homepage, he placed a quote, "The greatest wealth is becoming the person who never stops learning." Money can be lost. Jobs can be lost. But knowledge, habits, and self-belief never leave you. Don't chase success. Build the version of yourself that attracts success. When you invest in yourself, you become your greatest asset. The #1 wealth creation in life is to invest in yourself.